So, am I in the doghouse?
Yeah, I've been going over the books, Bruce, and I'm wondering what this bill is from.
What bill?
Yeah. Mr. Spend It All from Premax in Medina, Minnesota. What is that all about?
Oh, did I not tell you about that?
No.
Well, let's let John tell you about that, okay?
Okay.
So, John, what you doing?
I am numbering the rows in our vineyard.
And so it looks like you're on row number, what is this?
206.
206. We're down in the far corner of the vineyard we planted in 17. And tell me, John, why do we need to put numbers on rows?
Well, we number our rows so we know where we are when we're spraying. If you miss a row, or if something happens when you're in the middle of the row, you see something broken, you know exactly what row it is when you're out there, and you can mark it, write it down, come back and fix it.
Seems like a simple thing, but in fact, a lot depends on whether you find yourself in the right row or not, because if you're out there in the middle of the vineyard and there's wires across every single vine row, it's kind of hard to kind of navigate inside. So being inside the row, the right row, makes a difference. Now, when you mark rows, you can do it a lot of different ways, and this is one of my things here, is that these numbers are actually aluminum, and they'll probably last, I don't know, maybe longer than the vineyards here, because these are the same numbers that go on the telephone poles. And you know, when you see telephone poles are marked, you know they've been there for quite a while. Also, John, down there below the numbers is a little nameplate. What's that down there?
That says Riesling CL for clone 356 and RS for rootstock 3309.
So we know that in this row we've got clone 356 Riesling, and that is grafted to rootstock 3309.
Correct?
It's a little time consuming to do these things.
It is.
Is it doing it the right way?
I believe so, yes.
Well, John, keep up the good work.
I will do.
All right, so now you know.
I guess I understand, yeah.
Yeah?
It's kind of like when you say, shine your shoes even if you're on the radio. But why can you explain that?
Well, yeah, even when you're on the radio, you shine your shoes, right?
Do you have to?
Because you're on the radio, right?
Right.
No one
No
sees
one's
your
gonna
shoes.
see, right.
No. There is a reason you shine your shoes on the radio. And that idea comes from a book I read once called Franny and Zooey. And
Right.
this is a book by J.D. Salinger that ends with a story about shining your shoes even if you're on the radio. Because what it means is whatever you do it thinking that someone will see that it matters. And when someone goes 100 years from now to the far end of the vineyard, walks down that headland, and gets the last row and realizes
They'll know where they are.
they're on row 206, and that piece of aluminum will still be there.
We won't.
No, we won't, but that's why you shine your shoes on the radio, because you never know how it might.
Okay,
right?
I get it,
That's
and
it.
I guess we'll pay the bill.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bruce, keep up the good work.